Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches Bungo Stray Dogs. And no dogs, you don't need cat. So in the last episode of Bungo Stray Dogs, our boy Sushi, he discovered how to use his powers a bit more. He beat the shit out of Rashomon, who digivolved into a dead guy. Dazai escaped by making the Port Mafia look absolutely more incompetent than they were, which is an amazing feat, honestly. I'm surprised he managed to do that. Um, yeah, and Kunikita showed up just to drive Sushi home. Showed up for this big rescue attempt, but he more or less just rescued himself with the help of fucking Kimono Waifu, but there you go, huh? So yeah, it's really all that's going on. So I feel like we're coming to the end of season one here. They're gonna start wrapping things up, because it's like we're on like what episode 11, and there's like 13. So if I imagine this episode is gonna be like, oh, everything's getting all wrapped up, and here's the bad guys for the next season, and I mean, one of our bad guys we saw was fucking named fucking Fitzgerald, and his stand name was the Great Gatsby. So oh boy, I wonder what his power is. Oh man. But let's get in here and see what happens, shall we? In three, two, one, and go. God. Not gonna lie, like, what would. Like, okay, so someone mentioned, like, oh man, HP Lovecraft, man, you would love him. And it's like, okay, so one, thanks for the spoiler, the HP Lovecraft is in here. But also, like, hmm, my dude, like, how are we gonna deal with it? Like, what they gonna call it? Like, I'm hoping they don't just call it the Necronomicon because oh god damn it, what have they done? But why? But why though? Yeah, what? But you put her in fucking. You tried to stop them. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, my boy. Just introduce the girl into all this weeb shit and just go from there, huh? My god, like, it's like seriously, like she's gotten what a bitch, what a fucking bitch. Holy Christ, yeah, no, terrible person. That's an absolute fucking understatement right there, my boy. President, why'd you call her over? It's because she likes to wear kimonos. I feel a connection to that. Well, I mean, hey, there you go. I mean, I guess they do kind of need someone to murder someone for them, I guess. I mean, not every detective thing can be solved with being a detective, I guess. Just send someone out to be a gun. Detectives are armed, right? I mean, they are the armed detective agency. God, I'm getting like dick all in way of sound. What the fuck? President, I would like to ask that she fucking not be thrown out on the streets and or sent to the electric chair. You cannot resist the lolly. You cannot resist. Do not attempt to resist. Oh, jeez. Just, yeah. That's about what I expected. That's about what I expected, not gonna lie, man. Ugh, oh boy. Man, it seems like half the time when I try and do this show, I have some sort of fucking audio problem. I'm hoping that I've resynced everything up and it's all working great, but there you go. Oh boy. But yeah. Like I think the lamest thing they could do for Lovecraft is to have it be like the Necronomicon. Cause that's so fucking cliche, man. And like half the shit people associate with Lovecraft, he didn't even do. Fucking like you should call like Lovecraft like Dun the Witcher Horror or some shit like that. Or you know, his ultimate power, N-word pass. Because truly, that's Lovecraft's strongest ability, his ability to say the N-word. Alright. Oh hey, he's alive. Oh boy, Man, sure am glad that he's alive. Sure was hoping that he would come back and that he wouldn't just go away and die. Oh hey, and there's the other lolly just hanging around in the background, as you do. He's not gonna regain consciousness. Awesome. He's essentially dead, but they can bring him back whenever they need him to. Perfect. I feel like that one's a bamboozle right there. I don't know. I like that little girl. She's like, nah, man dead. That man dead. He deserve it. He's a sack of garbage. Okay, she's just teleporting around. Okay, then. Akutagawa just likes killing people, man. Like, shit, that's just against the rules. What exactly would you say you do here? These assholes. I mean, these guys are so fucking incompetent, they lost a fight that we didn't even have time to put on camera, so... If these guys are assassinating the higher-ups in the Mafia, then... My god, is the Mafia as a whole just absolutely incompetent. Can we please stop following these assholes? And now Rashomon is gone, so oh boy, I guess they don't give a shit. Watch the big twist be that she's got a big dick power this whole time. Like she's got the power to just make people just shut the fuck up immediately. See, Kutagawa just kind of sucks. He's got an I-8 power. He's got an I-8 power, but like, I don't know, man. Like, personality-wise, he's just kind of a fucking freakazoid. Like, he acts all cool and chill, but he's a fucking psychopath that can barely control himself, let alone his power. Like, the fact that anyone respected fucking Akutagawa at all is ridiculous. And even then, his power was apparently shitty by Dazai standards. Like, Seriously, my dude, fucking... Like, if Dazai looks at that power and goes, oh yeah, no, that's garbage, I mean, I'd say that's probably a good indicator. Just light his ass up. So Akutagawa's fucking dead? Eventually. And I love how these black dragons are like, oh, we're the black dragon. Our penises are so big. They're like, hey, these guys are dangerous. Guys are kind of scary. They got guns. It's like, motherfucker, you got superpowers. The power of lady boners is stronger than any bullet. I mean, one way to leave is in a body bag. I mean, you could consider that one. Just climb inside and wait for them to, put you in the mortuary truck. No one will notice. Seems like her go-to is just the Uzi. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, there's a reason the Israelis used it for so fucking long, but still. Seems like she fucking misses majority of her fucking shots, though. Girl can't fucking aim. Why do you want to rescue him anyway? He seems like just kind of like an asshole. If it was me, it'd be like, hey man, so long as you fucking... Does she want to die? Is that what's going on here? I mean, shit. If she asked nicely, I'm sure these nice men with the MP5s would have just done it for her. Oh, the fuck is she talking about? Like, just like, nah. These fucking, like, mercenaries, like, the fuck is she talking about? What's going on here? And even some of the ones you do, just to be sure. Oh man, she earned their respect by doing something so fucking stupid it just about got her killed. Amazing, amazing how that works, huh? This is not a sterile environment. He is going to die of sepsis. Higuchi, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I want him to fucking, like, cuss her out. Like, what the fuck? You let me get kidnapped in the first place? What the fuck? Because he's just that big of an asshole. Oh man, best friends. Hey, you brought her home, that means you have to walk and feed her. Quick, hide the murderer! Oof. Fucking Christ, Rampo, you're just not gonna let him fucking live it down, huh? Yeah, they got shit to do there, fucking Tom Sawyer. And also oppressing anyone that comes in we don't recognize or doesn't fit our demographic. Oh, damn, they don't fuck around in that village. Alright then. And yet it sounds like their justice system works better. Have you heard of this thing called cocaine? Oh, they don't. They don't use money in his village. They use barter economy. My god, was he a fucking uncontacted tribe? Holy shit. Rampo is just like, it's got a bomb underneath it. Next. Jesus, okay. Okay, that is much more than what I thought it would be. Holy shit. I mean, that is a lot of G-forces to send that up there. Holy shit. I was half expecting him to say, I caught it myself with my bare hands. Hey, bar! Your boy out here making friends, goddamn. He even managed to make friends out of the local Yakuzis, goddamn. You gonna tell Kim what you know, Yakuzi? Nah, it's a bomb, idiot. We build them all the time back in my village. We use them for owl hunting. Uh... God, see, now I want to just, in my head, just try and figure out how you could use nitrogen bombs for fucking owl hunting. Uh... But yeah, like, fucking, for someone being brand new to the city, it's like, fucking Kenji's got some shit. He's in there. Man doesn't understand money, but he's in deep with the Yakuzis and he's best friends with everyone. Holy shit. You chose the wrong... What the fuck? You chose the wrong agent to follow there, man. You probably should have followed someone who's a little more sane. But also, he's a crazy person. Fucking, I was waiting for Kunaku to say something stupid like, "Hey man, I saw him throwing hand grenades at owls yesterday. What the fuck?" Man just walked right into a fucking jacuzzi office. Is just like, "Hey, you guys seen some crimes? You guys tell me about some crimes, please." I like how there's like 3 designs for Yakuzas, and all 3 of them are on display in here. He's such a big dumb idiot. How does he solve any problems? How does he solve any problem? Because someone just has to lie to him and he'll be like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, does he only put away fucking crazy people that. Does he only put away criminals who readily admit to fucking doing crimes? Like, holy shit. Oh no, they're just gonna do something stupid and fucking incriminate themselves. Okay, that's how he does it. Oh my god. I hate this so much, but I love it. He's so fucking stupid that it's contagious. He's so stupid that it's contagious. I love it. And it's a good thing he's probably got some sort of fucking retard strength. Like, I'm waiting for Kenji just pop up and be like, alright, I'm gonna solve this problem, like, right now. Yep, there it is. Man's out here with the retard strength. Like, holy shit. It's a good thing the strength isn't contagious, huh? Should the cows act up, hit them with whatever's close. Jesus Christ. I mean, with his tiger powers, he kind of could. So if he. So if he wasn't hungry, he'd be dead. So if he wasn't hungry at that moment, he'd be fucking dead. Amazing. But yeah, fucking Sushi's like practically immortal like at all times. So long as he activates his tiger powers before he fucking dies, he just snaps right back. So, if anything, he's more qualified to use that method of interrogation. Because he doesn't need to skip lunch in order to use it. Hmm. Oh boy. Alright, so you know what the dumb thing is? As dumb as Kenji's method of crime solving is, as absolutely fucking retarded as it is, it's probably the most like understandable and like logically coherent of all of the fucking crime solving we've seen in this show so far. Like straight up, fucking like everything else has just been people being like, I'm going to admit to crimes because I've got no reason. Fuck you. The plot demands I do something stupid. Fucking Kenji's is he's just so goddamn dumb and oh, what's going on with Dezai? He made his way home. He's just enjoying his day off with some canned crab and sake. Man, that's a good boy. But yeah, like fucking this is that. So what Kenji does is actually kind of sort of valid. Like the whole reverse psychology of just like he believes their lies inherently. So the people, the people he's talking to are so fucking like paranoid and worried about fucking going to jail that they assume, he figured this out. Fuck. Okay, well that means he was only coming here to try and get us to fuck up. So we got to go kill him because he knows he was like it's basically it's criminals are not very smart, and so he accidentally winds up using their paranoia against them. That's something that does have a little bit of merit in real life crime solving. So you know what? That's fine. And and anybody that he runs into a second time after they've seen his strength, like that or other yakuza we saw, yeah, they're like, okay, yeah, please don't fuck me up. Here's what you need to know. Please don't hurt me. Goddamn, like it's there's a basis for it. Like he's got intimidation and accidental reverse psychology on his side, and hey, that's cool. It works. It's better than Rampo just pulling fucking answers out of fucking nowhere, at the very least. But oh boy, is that a thing? Nah, like I feel like if Sushi was a little bit more aware of his powers. It seems like most of the time Sushi just acts like he doesn't have any powers and he's just kind of following along. Like I understand he's trying to be a oh shit. He's trying to be an audience insert character, so like, he can't really be so much of a driving plot when we're trying to learn about the other characters. But at the same time, he shouldn't forget that he has powers, my dude. Like that's I don't know. It's a little weird, especially because his power is so easily attached to other shit. Like it's a power that allows him to basically partially turn into a tiger and gain all the fucking abilities that a tiger would have. So increased strength, big dumb claws, the ability to jump good, shit like that. He's got regeneration out the ass to the point where he can regenerate from almost a fucking bloody pulp based on what we saw last episode. And there's also the fact that someone turning into a goddamn were-tiger in front of you is gonna be goddamn nightmare times. Way more than just some dumb Huckleberry Finn looking motherfucker picking up a car. Like, holy shit. Like, Like, if he realized what his powers are, he'd be like, hey Kenji, I can do your job but better. Just kind of weird. Like, I definitely think Kenji is one of my favorites, just because like the fact that he's accidentally a valid method of solving crimes. Unlike everyone else, where it's just like no, the crime just kind of falls into their laps and they solve it by accident. Kenji's solving it by accident, but he's not actually trying to really solve the crime. You know what I mean? Like he's solving it by accident on purpose, if that makes sense. Um, Other than that, I mean, I like the bit at the start where Kimono Girl is now part of the team, but she needs to be fed and watered and walked by Sushi. So hey, that's only going to extend the fucking ship, I guess. Um, the whole thing with the Kutagawa is kind of neat. Um, Honestly, I'm still very very down on the port mafia. I'm not really a big fan of the port mafia just as a concept at the moment, just because it seems like they're just incompetent. Honestly, like it really really does. Like I understand they're kind of putting them in a semi-protagonist role, but they are still the antagonist of our main characters. So okay, cool. We get to see character development. We get to see Higuchi like learn how to be a leader and all that, despite the fact she's got no powers. Like etc. 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 And but when we get to see a little bit more about Akutagawa, but all we really learn is that they can beat up normies with no powers. Nobody respects Higuchi. In fact, nobody respects fucking Akutagawa either. They only respect his fucking power because it's fucking spooky as shit. And the second he's out of place, they don't respect them anymore. The only way for her to gain respect is to do something so fucking stupid she just about dies. Like it's really does not paint them in a good light. And I feel like I kind of understand what the author is trying to do here, but it doesn't really work. All it really does is you give us our antagonist and humanize them, but instead of humanizing them in a way that makes us go, "Oh man, I kind of respect their big evil." Instead, it's like, "Oh man, they're endearing characters that do kind of evil things, but they're also amazingly incompetent. Holy fuck!" Like, it's the kind of thing where it's like they're getting goofball protagonist fucking stuff applied to the villains, and that's not really a good way to make a villain. So you should like relate to a villain to some degree. You should be able to be like, yeah, I understand why they're doing this. I understand why they're like this, but you shouldn't. It shouldn't be at the expense of what makes them threatening. You know, like I look at like in okay, so I'm gonna use Star Wars again because it's Star Wars week, haha. So in Star Wars, I like the Empire. Like I honestly, if I was not a Force sensitive and I had to live in Star Wars, I would prefer to live in the Galactic Empire without the rebellion existing, because like I understand it. And but I'm going from the extended universe, by the way. So some of this stuff may not track with Disney's bullshit, but Disney is fucking stupid. So there you go. Like under the Galactic Empire, it took all of the corruption of the rebellion, it took the slavery, it took all the bureaucracy, and it said no, fuck that. The people deserve the freedom to do what they want, but within a controlled scenario. So Palpatine's empire, the main theory of it was uh, live according to the law. So long as you follow the law and you don't cause trouble, you don't cause chaos, and you don't make the fucky wucky happen, you can do what you want. Go for it. Just don't be a force user, I guess. Like, and even then, like after enough time went by, if force users just kind of stayed by themselves and didn't pick up a lightsaber again, Vader didn't really give all that much of a shit. Because remember, the Inquisitors are a Disney thing. There were inquisitions all against Force users in the early days, but that's mostly because those were Jedi that fucking rolled out and started fucking people up. If you were a fucking Dathomiri Night Sister or fucking and I mean like a proper Dathomiri Night Sister, not the weird Zabrak hybrid things that were in the Clone Wars. That's a separate race. Unfortunately, Disney went ahead and made them all one race, which is fucking stupid. Like if you were Dathomiri Night Sister, a Bomar monk, a Lucas Sene, a uh fucking Barondo, any of the other force using things, it was like whatever, just don't call shit. Just don't call shit. Don't be a dumbass. No one cared. Like when you look at the original trilogy, you're like, oh yeah, fucking the Empire's the bad guys, they're blowing up planets and all that. But then add in the extended universe and you're like, the rebellion's really just fighting for the status quo here. Like, oh boy. I mean, I appreciate the Republic, the rebellion, because Alderaan blowing up, that's kind of fucked up, and there's a bunch of other shit in the movies as things go on, because the Empire was not ready to crush a rebellion, so they went fucking super goddamn hard. But when you look at it from the Empire's point of view, you're like, yeah, I can understand why people would live like this, but that doesn't defang the Empire as a villain. The Empire is still blowing up planets and doing fucked up shit. Like, when you go to their perspective, you're like, it's a peacekeeping army that's now being forced into a galactic war, so of course they're going to go super hard and people are going to take advantage. But it doesn't defang them. Meanwhile, here, it's like the Port Mafia, they're a fucking mafia, and they've got like, oh god, they've got like oh man, we're goofy guys. Oh boy, we're haha, look at us. Like we were like da 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 da, like fucking like doing a dumb dance and saying I'm a girl to fucking Dazai because he fucking won. Like, not to mention the fact that like so many of them are incompetent. It's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like it's, boy, like so it's like if these black lizard guys were like on the good guy side, I'd be like, aha, that's endearing. I like that. But the fact they're on the villain side makes it bad. You know what I mean? Like it's you're supposed to fear your villain as well as respect them. Like, not just look at them and be like, oh, okay, goofy assholes, this will take 5 minutes. Like, once again, going back to Star Wars, the concept of stormtroopers being incompetent fucking buffoons, that was a meme that got made correct by Disney. Like, originally, stormtroopers were actually fucking terrifying. Stormtroopers roll up, and it's like in a lot of the books where they're like they just star the rebellion and no fucking like protagonist characters, rebellion casualty rates were as high as 70% when they faced stormtroopers. Like, shit was rough, dude. Shit was rough. But yeah, I think that's really all I got to say. I mean, decent episode. Like, I really like, honestly, if you replace the if you place the Port Mafia on the good guys side, then they immediately become better characters. But it seems like it's just a sabotage. And just following Kenji around was just kind of neat. Kenji is a neat character, and I like him a lot, and I like how his interactions with the people of the city is. So, oh, he's good. He's good. It's good. I like it. Anyway, but yeah, let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Whether you like this episode, or you dislike this episode, or you want to bring up something I missed, because that's entirely possible. Oh, boy. Anyway, yeah. So remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends, hit that share button down below. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked in the description and on the end card. And and there's some other goodies on that, but those are linked on the Patreon page. Oh boy. Yeah, as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today. Now we'll see you a round.